What about you, potato chips? How you doing, wee Paddy here? And the grandchildren have gone, so I can make videos now. How are yous? I hope yous are all well. Well, you can see in front of you here, I doubled my Boker collection. I had this one. I've had this quite a while now. This is a real sort of user. This was a beautiful knife. It's in bog oak, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a blacky grey colour. I've often said it's one of the nicest wooden handles I have. And this comes with a tumbled and blackened blade. Now, it comes very dark like the back here, but after you've used it a while, you can see the sort of the user line where I use this a lot because of the beautiful blade, the spear point. A lot of it is cutting tasks like this. So you can see where it has worn it off, but it actually looks really, really, I think it looks better this than what it did. It's very rough looking when you first get it, but it's a great knife. This is just in C75, and this is probably the cheaper or one of the cheaper Boker knives you can get at the minute. I've just found recently their prices have really gone up. I think this now at the minute on Heine's about £73. Or no, this is £68, I think, which is about $80, which I think is quite dear, although it is a very good knife. I can't fault it. The fit and finish on it is really, really good. Nicely pinned. Transitions are quite nice. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can't complain about this knife, and I'm quite happy to sort of pay that price. But once you step up from their basic Barlows, their prices recently have been just they've a Boker. What is it now? It's the oh, it's gone out of my head now. Oh, Boker Jute, and they have oh, what's the other one? A cub knife or club knife? Sorry, a club knife, and it's about 130 quid, which I just think is, I mean, that's a good GEC knife. Do you know what I mean? And I think they're really pushing it because yes, the fit and finish is good. There's no doubt about it, but I still don't think they're quite up there to charge that sort of money for the club knife. I think it's quite dear. It's just a single blade. It's a lovely looking knife, and I would love one, but I'm just not prepared at the moment to spend that much. I would trade for one, but anyway, I got this one in a trade. Not a trade. I bought this one off somebody in my slip joint group for 60. This was a knife and tool exclusive with the natural micarta, and it still has the older, just solid silver shield with Sologen underneath it. The fit and finish in this, I have to say, is faultless. And for £60, I was over the moon to get this because it's barely been used. It really has barely been used. Maybe stropped, but certainly not sharpened very much anyway. It's razor sharp. But the nice thing about this being an exclusive, this is an O1 tool steel, which, as far as carbon steel goes, O1 is the top of the range. For me, I'm sure there's better ones out there. But to get this one for 60 quid, which is only about 8 quid less than I bought this new, over the moon with it. Really do. I love their long pulls. And these brass bolsters on it are just gorgeous. Brass pins, brass liners. Really, really. Fit and finish is excellent. Termination, look at that. I mean, you cannot fault this knife. It really does come. And the walk and talk is just beautiful if I'd shut up. I mean, just a beautiful knife. Probably about a 6, which is absolutely perfect. Between a 5.5 and a 6. But this, again, this one's really, really good. But I've got two now. And, you know, I probably will increase the collection because I like the standard of the work. But I'll probably buy in the second-hand market. I think the new prices are just pushing it a wee bit. So I've now got the spear and I've got the clip. I would love them to come out with a sheep's foot. That would just make it a beautiful trio. And another little sub-collection, as I seem to be fascinated by at the minute. But I have to say, I mean, if you get a chance to get one of these, I don't think they're available anymore on Knife and Tool. It's the German branch of it. This is their exclusive. I don't think they're available anymore, so you're probably going to have to get them in the second-hand market. But I say I got that for 60, which I was over the moon to pay for. I think it's a real fair price for a second-hand knife that's in such good condition. And they really do look the part. I mean, look at that. This is the perfect size for me. So these are about the same size as a case Barlow. I'm actually up at the house at the minute. So all my knives are down at the caravan. I'm just doing this while I was up here. I'm waiting for wee Sally to come back from a luncheon. And I just thought I would knock this wee video out as we're both in my pocket. And I carry these in just a wee, this is a wee 1095 slip that I'm using the hell out of actually. It's a really 1095 on Instagram. Go and check him out. Make beautiful little slips. But there we go. There's two little knives. This isn't an in-depth review. I'll probably come back on it after a while. I want to check out what the O1 tool steel is like against the C75 as far as edge retention and use. You know, I'll take turns about and carry them for 2 or 3 days and then check what they're like at the end of that, just to see if there is a big difference. There should be a fair difference, I would say, with the O1. But I'll come back with that video when it comes. There you go. That's all I need on a daily basis. I don't need a bigger knife most of the time. So that's why I show more and more of my traditional knives. I don't need more than that. This knife gives me 4 fingers, or, you know, just on the 4 fingers, just about gets on it. And when I say just about, I don't mean it feels uncomfortable because it's rounded here. It feels incredibly comfortable. This finger sometimes just slips around the back, which is great if you're going to poke, and it gives you that security that your finger's not going to slide down onto the blade. So the Barlow is a perfect knife for me. I absolutely love them. I'm so glad I've got 2 Boker ones now, and they're completely different. And that's the joy, isn't it? Getting something that's the same but different. Is that a joy? I'm not sure. But thank you very much for watching. Just a wee short and sweet one. I've got about 5 knives coming this week, so I'll do wee short videos like this on them, and then I'll come back and do full reviews at a later date. But thank you very much for watching, and thank you for all those that made my little granddaughter feel so special yesterday. I really, really appreciate your comments. Take care, everybody. Paddy's gone. Bye now.